I don't know. We rolling, Pika? Well, thank you for not touching any buttons. Check, check. We are 5 by 5. Sounding good. Gain is there. Yes, indeed. Pop, pop, pop. The wily waiter with the walrus's waitress with waxed lips. I got that from some singer friends of mine. Little mouth exercise that I butcher every time. Welcome back. Once again, it is time for reaching over and grabbing stuff. It's time for the Comics Coffee Table. That's right, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily, where we hang out and talk about comic books. We usually do. That's right. So pull up a chair, grab a cuppa, whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today there, pal, and join us. Some freshly brewed conversation. And grab a cup of coffee. I made it just for us. And bring a snack if you'd like, too. Cookies, biscuits, an apple. I love apples. Granny Smith apple. Just enough pucker. Nice texture. I like it. It's my favorite apple. Yeah, going with what we were talking about yesterday. I'm just going to go right into it. Yesterday was an exciting episode for me. That was me at my most evangelical. And I enjoyed that. That was from the hip, unfiltered, unscripted, unedited. And that was just a thought. I was thinking about trees. What comes from trees? Comic books. What comes from trees? Apples. Guitars. Houses, boats. What comes from trees? Arrows. Birds, they live in trees. But apples in comic books. So yeah, huh? I just thought that was cool. I'm a little peckish. I deserve a break. I'm taking one. With yous guys. How are you today? I'm still reading all of my, I call it my digital pirate chest. A buddy of the show shares with me their digital copies. It's great because it gives me some perspective about the condition of the industry. See, I go to my local comic book shop every Wednesday, my LCS, my local comic book shop. It's a mom and pop brick and mortar shop in my village square. It's a local business. It's an independent bookstore. There are so many good things about buying stuff from the store. Like, I really need to go back and get some Silver Age bags to go with the Silver Age boards that I mistakenly bought. Oh, well. That'll work, huh? I just bought a new thing of Snugs. Ugh. But still, hey, live and learn, kid. They'll get used eventually. They will, because we bag and we board. And we're also reboxing my entire collection from the past 20 years. 20 years worth of Wednesdays. Because I'm a comic book shop buyer. I mean, I go to the stores. I'm in the Boston area. I am blessed to have a bevy of different LCSs to choose from, quite literally. I got a playlist showcasing the different stores in my different neighborhoods, and each one has their own unique flair and flavor, and also like a theme. Yeah, I mean, I should get back and film a few more and look for some back issues too. But yeah, I'm blessed and grateful that I get a pirate. I call it the digital pirate chest. It's filled with funny books, fresh funny books. I'm reading lots of Marvel books and lots of DC books. Like I still have to read Power Girl #2, Steelworks #5, Penguin #3, Tech 1075, which I hear is pretty good. I like Ram V. I like that. I know that I'm just turning on to Ram V. And I'm in love with Rare Flavors. We'll talk about that more on Sunday because that's an issue 2 of Rare Flavors came out, and it's a feast for the eyes and the palate. It really is, and I mean that as a joke because your palate, your sense of smell and taste, but also the palate of colors that you're working with in a specific piece of art, or that you use to mix the colors, these colors together to achieve something on the specific medium that you're working on. I love art. I do. I really do. I was um, I was reading Tales of the Teen Titans. No, it's Tales of the Titans, not the Teen Titans. Tales of the Titans, Beast Boy #4. It's 4 of 4. It's called the Tales of the Titans series. I read them all now. There was Raven, there was Starfire, Wonder Girl, no, Donna Troy, not Wonder Girl, and Beast Boy. So those are the 4 Titans. Like, so no mention, no Flash, no Wally West issue, no Dick Grayson, Robin transitions to the Nightwing issue. Not like, I mean, because comics are totally filled with retelling the origin story over and over again. So maybe they were like, I was like, oh, why no Nightwing issue? To see him transition from an 8-year-old kid sidekick in the most traditional Robin looking costume. Because Dan Mora is doing this over at World's Finest. That he's actually shown a very young Dick Grayson Robin in the most traditional looking of costumes. And then by the time Dick is about 14 or 15 years old and he's with the Teen Titans and World's Finest Teen Titans, it's a bit, he has the stylized R, he's got full leggings on, yet everything works with his traditional color scheme. Overall, it works. I like that they threw in the extra Easter egg to be like, no, Robin did really start out in this hyper idyllic, iconic look, and then that morphed over time. With growing up, not being a small kid anymore, wearing pants, short pants that used to be like that's like a 20th century cultural thing, and it is about boyhood versus manhood, and that was like that is like the reason why you wonder why are all the kids in shorts. We asked the same question in a 50s 60s Japanese kaiju movie. Same thing, same kind of cultural thing. You know what I mean? Or English boarding school movies. Or how many English boarding school movies are there actually? Let me count the ways. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love talking about comic books. We talk, and it's also pop culture. Yeah, actually, yeah, I read Alan Scott Green Lantern #1. We'll talk about it Sunday on review day. I've got thoughts. I got notes. Mr. Sheridan, here's my notes. You. Yeah, no. It's funny. Yeah, I read that Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War, Red Hood #2, and I almost bought it. And for me, it's been my favorite part of the Gotham War. Again, we'll talk about this on Sunday. I still have to get to Brave and the Bold #6. It's the Brave and the Bold is an overpriced anthology, but it's giving you some of that. This is the best of the best we got. What we got here? We've got. And it's free of Tom King this week, so I'll look forward to this a bit more. I'm looking forward because it's just, one of the many Batman titles, like DC's best-selling stable of books continues to be Batman, and the Batman Black Label. This isn't Black Label though. I believe this is Prime Earth continuity. Indeed. Batman Pygmalion, Gila March, story, art, and letters. I like that kind of stuff. I like, and then just hands off to a colorist. But That means line work. That means inking and lettering too. I mean, if you can throw the colors in there too, go all Barry Windsor Smith or Francisco Francavilla. I mean, I just like that's. Then there's like part 6 of this Stormwatch. There's Stormwatch, Down with the Kings, part 6. So the Stormwatch story has been part of each issue so far. And then there's Harcourt, Second Life, Rob Williams. And then there's The Performance by Sean Lewis. And so there are 4 different writers. There are 3 variant covers. And as always, Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. So Bill Finger has got his due. And the great Batman fortune. Isn't that great? And so it's the end of October. We're coming up to Halloween. For me personally, I like seasons. My birthday's in November. My birthday's next month. Thank you. Happy birthday. Yeah, I accept that. It's the 19th. Hopefully I'll be hanging out with friends. One of my best friends, the guy who got me the hardcover Coffeetable book almost 2 decades ago. It's like, what do you want to do? Like, let me get the gang together. And I think I figured it out. There's a really nice, chill kind of brewery that's right next to a pinball-specific arcade. Now, I don't know if you can bring the beer into the arcade, but I walked into the pinball. It's like 2 very classic games, but a couple of them, from the 60s. I love pinball. I could probably end up, and they have like a food kind of court. You can get some food from the pizza place and bring it to the brewery. You know what I mean? But I don't think you could probably take the beer out of the brewery and into the which is like right next door. So it's a bit, it's a free form marketplace kind of thing. It's in a great new neighborhood, or actually an old neighborhood too. But yeah, I love pinball. They got Addams Family. Dude, Addams Family thing, multi-ball. I love Addams Family's a great table. It really is. I love pinball. And I think they have Attack from Mars as well. That's kind of common as a table goes if you're out there. I thought this was about comic books. Ah, yes. But also, come on, pinball, you don't like, you got a quarter in your pocket. You got 2 bits. What are you gonna do? Spend that on a pinball game? Three balls on a pinball? Or it's 1976 and you want to buy an issue of Luke Cage and Danny Rand and Power Fist and Power Man and Iron Fist? Something like that. Pocket change. So yeah, I like holidays. I like seasons. So I'm one of those people that no. It's October. Halloween first. No. It's November. Thanksgiving first. Oh, it's Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Guess what? It's time to turn on the Christmas music and light the trees. Oh, Tannenbaum time. People that do Christmas way before the starting gun really annoy me, and they irk me. They intrinsically probably don't care about how you feel about that either. You have deal with it. I mean, it's just not the proper season. I understand that stores want to anticipate your business and that it's the holiday season, that we need to, it's gift giving season, and it's also, school vacations are right around the corner. Gifts could be vacations as well for small children, stuff like that. So yes, there's an It's like when you're starting to sell pumpkin spice latte in August. It's like, no. Come on, can't you just wait for that just a little? It's like, gee. Heck, it's a 75, 80 degree sunny day here in the Boston neighborhoods. You know what I mean? It's beautiful, it's unseasonably warm. True. So I got a print publication. It's an annual that I get in the mail. I've gotten a few of these over the years because I'm subscribed to an online supply chain. I have free delivery. I have a built-in movie network. Seriously, Prime is so good as a movie channel for me personally. I don't Hulu anymore. I don't Netflix. I don't Disney Plus. I don't Apple TV. I got 2 channels now: YouTube and Prime. Everything I want, I can rent on Prime too, which is great. I mean, that's fun. I don't buy anything. I rather buy physical media. I like shelves and isn't that cool? But so every year I get this, and this came a couple of weeks ago, so it's a little bit ahead on the seasons and seasonality but I want to talk about this print publication a little bit in the show, because this is a magazine. It's a periodical. It's printed on paper. It's distributed with the intent, you know what I mean? And it's quite the reverse of a comic book. This is free. Or did I already pay for it by being a subscriber? And but as a small child, we had things such as this as well. I grew up in the Bronze Age between 1970 and 1984. That's the Bronze Age of comic books. But, I mean, we had something called the Sears catalog, the Service Merchandise catalog, the annual Toys R Us, the annual Child's World, KB toy stores, those annual supplements, pre-holidays with the new release toys, everything that you were looking for, video games as well. After like 83, it became very more video game dominant. But I mean, just like toys, play sets, vehicles, dolls, boys' toys and girls' toys. Back in the day when, it was the 20th century, when there was such basic, simple, typical things are to be expected when you're shopping. You know what I mean? Now it's I believe we're given this illusion of academic thought and postmodernity to be that boys' toys and girls' toys are somewhat oppressive. I don't see that selling to blue collar folk who quite typically know better. It's nice that you want to change the world. You can say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And in the front of it, too, it has a scratch pad where you can write down the page or whatever, or maybe the order number. But every page has almost every page has a QR code to make shopping simple. And one thing, they still have suggestions for ages. I mean, here, I love looking at toys. I really have. I mean, this is part of it because, G.I. Joe was a huge toy for me growing up. Star Wars was a huge toy for me growing up. We did not have Star Trek toys. I have a whole fleet of Eagle Moss. The closest we can get to Star Trek toys sometimes were plastic model kits. I had an Enterprise Constitution refit from the early movies. I think it was the two. It could have been. Was that an Ertl kit? I don't remember. But we can still specify for ages here. Here's the Little Tikes first dishwasher set. That's between 3+ years. We got some Legos starring Ahsoka's clone troopers. Lego's still huge. A Play-Doh first table. And those are for 3+. But look do you see what I see? Do you see what I don't see? Or do you don't see what I also don't see? Prices. There are no prices anywhere in this book. It's interesting. And so every year, the toy annual circular for the holidays would just light us up. Like Sears had exclusive G.I. Joe and Star Wars toys that you could only get at Sears or through the catalog, such as they had a red Hiss tank with a different colored driver. and that was just or it was like the mobile missile system where that was painted red as well, and that was Cobra's version. Or am I getting that confused with an Action Force version? Action Force would be the British version that was sold in Britain. That were basically the same kind of toys, in a way. Actually, Action Force had more realistic ones like Frogman, SAS, German Stormtrooper circa 1944. Kind of scary too, but Lego has been huge for decades now, and it's the brand that won't quit. Seriously, you got Duplo. This is good for 2-year-old kids. You got My First Duplo for 18 plus months. That's cute. You got Lego Friends. That's for 12 years, 7 years and 12 years. 7, 9, and 12 years. This is the Lego Friends, which is the girl brand. Yeah, because they have long hair, they got more expressive eyes. They don't look like quite the typical mini figure, especially with the licensed property too, which are a cartoony, simplified, non-photorealistic, iconic value. I love Legos, guys. I mean, seriously. I had a Lego phase. I would keep telling you, that's my Lego Gotham City skyline. I got a TARDIS out in the living room, and I got Doctors Who that are made, custom made, like different doctors. I free made a Doctor Who number 3, John Pertwee, with a Han Solo, The Force Awakens head, and a Joker body from the Batman Lego movie, and because he had this purple suit and coattails. This is Bruce Lee. This is David Bowie. These are minifigures. These are Lego minifigures, and these are just like, this is Freddie Mercury. Isn't that wonderful? I love my Legos. I had a huge Lego phase, so I adore Legos. And having a Lego phase too in your 40s was just really fun. Speaking of the reverse of that third Doctor, here's the Han Solo body, and the Joker hands and the Joker head, which I put in a chair and use as the backdrop of my Pulp Fiction Lego thing. Yeah, I got a few of them left. I don't have many. I don't have any. I used to have the Batcave 66 Lego. That was worth every brick. 4 stories tall in scale, and that was the view from the library of stately Wayne Manor, where the Bat Pole started. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, these are so nerdy, but these were special ordered through non-licensed things. These are just really fun to have. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a geek. This is true. What are magnetiles? And I didn't want magnetiles. I wanted Lego. Parents just don't understand. Look at gumball machine. That's pretty fun. Still, gumball machines are just that's also dependent on pocket change. I mean, are gumball machines culturally relevant anymore? National Geographic for the kid in your life that loves Indiana Jones. Get him a hat and a safari set. For 3+ years old. Yeah, Play-Doh. Come on, this stuff's been big for 50 odd years, man. Bet you it still tastes the same. I was looking for an indicia for this magazine that doesn't have one. It doesn't have it doesn't have a table of contents, which is kind of weird because you might want to look to see where specific things are. Like the big boys toy, it usually follows suit with younger, mids, and then older kids' toys. But at the end of the magazine, what do we have? PS5. No. We have computer stuff. We have a Nintendo Switch. I'd love to get a Nintendo Switch. I just don't want to get sucked into a video game system. Don't I feel I'm too old for that? But maybe I'm too old for that. You know, you got some, you know, a MacBook. Yeah, so the older kid stuff is always at the end of it. And then in the center, you have some great licensed stuff with old friends. This is the stuff that I would cheer over. And look with anticipation. Should I get you that for Christmas? No? Oh, you only want to be the only Pika in my life. I heard Transformers and how this brand has evolved, stayed relevant, and stayed in the hands of children as well. Could be the parents to just buy them that were like, I was a Transformers fan, and now my kid is too. That's something we can share. I mean, I can't even tell you who these Autobots are. Like, who's the cream, the white and orange? You know, is that a space shuttle? Or, you know, those are Transformers Rescue Bots. But they're simple. And they're probably easy to transform. And the whole fun of a Transformer was taking it right out of the box and ignoring the instructions. And a kid would instinctually know just how to do it, you know. And that's what. But also here we get to our some DC stuff. We got it's a DC Multiverse 3-pack here, and those are Todd McFarlane toys. Like, what Supergirl is that? What are these? Are these from Injustice? And then we have a Batman '89 Batmobile, and with his crest, that little flare that's specific to '89. That looks like the Batman '89. There's the Batwing, and that is most definitely a Jack Nicholson Joker. What is that? A Transformer with Batman? Nice mashups. And look, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, another brand that's been relevant for 40 years. Huge brand. Huge thing. And here we go. Legos for older kids. Lego City. Those are always fun. We got Minecraft. We got Super Mario. Technic. I'm a big fan of their Star Wars ones. Yeah, here we go. We got Star Wars toys. Not only do we have Star Wars Lego, we got Star Wars action figures. We got some of these, you know, kind of lame looking lightsabers for 4 years old and above. We got Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. That's a brand that I've barely heard of, and it's about Padawans in an ideal age, way before the, you know, Order 66. We don't have to worry about that. It's not what's going on. But you have this like group of small aliens and probably one, maybe two humans. Perhaps a Wookiee. What do you buy a Wookiee for Christmas when he already owns a comb? Wah, wah, wah. It's a real song. All right, didn't make it up. Star Wars Monopoly. I had a Star Wars Monopoly in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, way back in 1999, 2000. I was that Star Wars fan that people bought shit for like this. I was gifted a Slave 1 Lego kit in the 90s, the late 90s, maybe the very early aughts. And then we have the Ghost, which is from Rebels, and the Phantom 2. But look at that, like the Star Wars lightsaber forged, the Mandalorian Masterworks things. I despise those mashups that have too many things. See that Yoda Starfighter? That was one of the last Legos I actually bought. That's been around for a while. It's a great kit. And I loved that Yoda had a Jedi Starfighter. That comes from, I think, the Clone Wars show. He has an adventure that he goes with R2. So R2 is his astromech. And of course, Yoda has a scaled down version of the Eta, not the Delta. The Delta is the triangular version of the Jedi Starfighter from Episode 2. The Eta, ETA for the Greek letter E, in a way, or is it Eta, is that's the closer to this Revenge of the Sith, and also closest to in design to the TIE Fighter as well. They are both not capable of hyperspeed, and that was done on purpose to trap Jedi. It's part of the Jedi trap. Really. We have Marvel toys. You get some action figures. You know, you've got a Spider-Man that's 5 year, Strike and Splash. So you got a web slinger that can that's also maybe a water gun. That's kind of cool. Those action figures are pretty cool. I'm thinking would I love them as if I was a kid? I would totally want probably Falcon, War Machine, Iron Man. I love a good Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Just some decent, competent Spider-Man. And then you go. There's your QR code. If you want to order the toy, here you go, right there. And those action figures look sad and mopey. I don't want a mopey action figure. I want heroism and escapism. We got Disney dolls. The Disney 100. In the spectrum of humanity that we can get now. Yeah. Skin shades, hair textures. Anything is possible. But yeah, Disney's huge. Disney Princess, Little Mermaid, Master DreamWorks Trolls. It doesn't matter if they're boys' toys or girls' toys. I mean, still, you have, it's like an unspoken thing. You have babies, little baby dolls. You know what I mean? Baby dolls. Indeed. That's still around. Monster High. That's still that's cute. An American Girl. American Girl still is huge. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, hot off the hottest movie, and it's the Barbie the Movie Dream House. There it is. Ain't that cool? Don't you want that? Wouldn't that look good in the background of your very own YouTube show? You know, you deserve it. If you're a Barbie person and you want that, go and get it. Now is the time. Carpe diem. But yeah, so this is a periodical publication, and it's kind of it's tangential to what we do. This is I would look forward to something like this every year. I am, half a century old. I still love toys. I can, it's like McFarlane toys are doing so well, but they have something called Ripped from the Pages series, I think, where it comes with a comic book, and then there's a 3-inch figure with it, and it just looks a little too runtish, a little small for my taste, a little less is more cartoony and less realism, as in fine details, than even that you can get with just 3/4 of an inch more, like the standard size of the 80s, that 3 3/4 inch figure that just fit right in your hand, and that just all the good toys and vehicles could accommodate an action figure that size. And but thank you so very much. I love talking about toys. I love talking about superhero stuff. I love talking about comic books, and this all ties together. And this is a periodical publication that I would await as a small person every year. And I still get a version of that to this very day. And I can still respect it and still find something good to say about it and see this evolution of all my old friends. Glaring omissions, there's no G.I. Joe toy. But there's Transformers, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's Star Wars, and just there's Marvel and DC superheroes, yeah, and that's still pretty good. I mean, the torch has been passed. I mean, this is 2 generations under me now. I mean, this is small kids. If they play with toys, can be playing with these as well, and and just keep it going. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. That's right. We make daily content here. Okay, we'll see you later with more videos. Ciao. Bye-bye.